I'm Trey Miller, and I'm a new associate professor in the economics program within EPS, where I'm also really excited to be affiliated with the Texas Schools Project. It's a research center that draws on the state's really unparalleled administrative data resources in education and employment to study education issues in Texas. And we also make that data available to other researchers for approved research projects. So if you're interested in exploring things there, reach out to me or others within TSP. Prior to joining UTD, I was a economist at the RAND Corporation for 7.5 years, and then was principal researcher at the American Institutes for Research for another 3.5 years. AIR is another nonprofit research organization focused primarily on education and labor market issues. I'd say going into my time at RAND and AIR, I was a pretty typical applied microeconomist. I used large administrative databases and causal research methods to do studies on primarily in post-secondary education. In my time at AIR and RAND, I really learned how to work with policymakers and practitioners to identify challenges facing them and develop actionable research agenda, and work with large interdisciplinary teams to bring to bear a variety of kind of research methods as appropriate to tackle those questions. So I've gotten the chance to work with people across kind of methodological training on large policy research projects. The vast majority of my work has been in the area of post-secondary education and career and technical education, broadly construed. So I work with state and local education agencies, community colleges, to, again, identify challenges they're facing and develop actionable research agendas to try to address those challenges. This led to a federally funded research practitioner partnership with the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, where we pursued additional funding to develop projects focused. One area is large randomized controlled trial evaluation, multi-site at community colleges across the state of Texas, looking at a strategy to support students who come to college underprepared for college level coursework. I've led a large multidisciplinary mixed method study of dual credit education programs in the state and issues that arise as those programs scale and grow larger and more as they have. Just some examples of the work that I focused on. A lot of times this work is pretty high profile, so I've had the opportunity to brief the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, the Governor's Office, the Senate and House Higher Education Committees in Texas, for example, on this work. In terms of areas to collaborate, I'll make a quick plug for my wife, Holly Koswitz, who also joined UTD and EPS as an assistant professor of instruction. She worked as the director of policy development at the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board prior to joining UTD. And one area that we were working on trying to develop a study before coming to UTD was looking at kind of what mental health programs that colleges in Texas offer students, and thinking about best practices in that area. One other topic that I think would be interesting to collaborate with others on, I know we have a great criminology program here. I'd be really interested in looking at the intersection of education and crime, thinking about prison education programs, evaluating those. You know, I'll make another plug for TSP and our administrative data resources. We have ways to plug in data from other state agencies. So if there's, I'm of course interested in other areas, so please reach out to me if you'd like to talk further. So thank you.